Welcome to the Real News Network. I'm Jessica Devereaux in Baltimore. On Thursday, fast food workers from 35 cities across the country will launch a one-day strike demanding a $15 living wage. Joining us today from Chicago is Crystal Maxey Collins. She is one of the workers who will be participating in the strike, and she's a mother of four who works in the shoe department at Macy's. Thanks for joining us, Crystal.
Hi, thank you.
So, Crystal, give our viewers a sense of what life is like for you. What are the working conditions there at Macy's?
Well, the store is split between two type of different pay structures. You have the people who are just regular hourly employees, and then you have a commission employee. And I'm a commission employee, so I make the $8.50 an hour plus a 6.4% per item sold commission. But the way it's structured is that the $8.50 an hour is basically loaned to me, and I have to pay that back with my sales. With me being a full-time employee, my daily sales goal can be anywhere from $900 to $1,600 a day, and once if that goal isn't met by the end of the week, then we go into what is called a deficit, and then the commission is kept in order to repay what we were supposed to make in our sales.
Okay.
So basically, for that daily goal, times that by 5, and for that, I bring home probably anywhere between $300 to $350 a week.
Okay, and you're also a mother of four, and you have a schedule that is quite erratic. Is that correct? Every week it's different?
Yes. It's actually daily. So like one day I could be there, like today, I work from 11:30 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. Tomorrow I work from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. So yes, it's definitely it varies every day, every week. So it's no real structure in the schedules at all.
So you already have participated in a strike before. What made you decide to participate in the strike?
Well, the reason I decided to strike is I remember the first meeting that I came to, and I was just very inspired by the fact that so many different people from different economic levels, educational levels, racial backgrounds were all coming together for this just one cause. Everyone is, struggling to try to make ends meet and take care of their families or their self. And I was just very moved to the point where I was like, you know what? You're right. If we don't finally speak up and voice our opinions about the things and the unfair working conditions that we're under, then things will never change. So it was just, time for a change, definitely.
And you actually had some sort of positive results, is that right? The Macy's company, they bumped up your pay? What was the result?
Yeah. We did. We received a 25-cent raise, so the whole store's minimum wage went from 8.25 to 8.50. I also went from a part-time position to a full-time position, and just recently they have changed our attendance structure, because at first we would have an attendance point um, s- system. So for every 45 to 30 minutes late, being 45 minutes late, you will reduce a half of point off of your attendance credits. For anything from an hour to a whole day off, you receive one whole point off your attendance credits. And beginning as a seasonal associate, you get 3 attendance points. And if you make it past your probationary period, they bump it up to 8 points for the whole year. So, that was a very difficult situation, because being a mother or having situations that can arise, or not having a car and having to get to work by public transportation, a lot of things are out of your control. So they actually changed that point system to now if we're 10 minutes late, it went from 9 to 10 minutes. And also, instead of it being that it takes a whole month, basically from the 1st to the 31st, to gain a point back, we actually get a half a point every 2 weeks now. So they are making some definite changes, and I do believe that's because of the strike.
Okay, and I should mention in Chicago, for our viewers, the retail workers as well as the fast food workers were on strike and will be on strike on Thursday. How have your coworkers been sort of associating? Are they associating with the strike? Do you feel like they are supporting the strike? What's the mood like?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. It definitely got a lot of attention in the store. Everyone was talking about it. Everyone was at first concerned, of course, because anything involving striking or your job being in the balance did cause a little uproar. But, once they saw us, everyone who was involved in the strike come back and know that we weren't fired, it was like, well, wow, I guess, that they're very supported. And I know if any one of my fellow employees does come and talk to me inquiring about anything, I definitely let them know basically the P's and Q's of what we can do, what we are lawfully able to do without having any type of backlash from the job. So yes, they're very supportive. And also, besides myself, I have about 6 to 7 other employees in the women's shoes department who are also a part of the union as well.
Do you have any fears striking on Thursday, and what are your demands?
Well, there's always fear because you're scared that maybe because of me putting a light on what's going on and basically making myself such a face for my store that, yeah, it's a little bit of fear involved, but you have to weigh the pros and cons of the situation. And I definitely believe that the cons don't outweigh the pros. So from the strike, once we do get what we're asking for, then it would definitely be worth it. Definitely. The little bit of fear that I do feel when I'm there and I'm able to, see my fellow employees there with me, supporting my cause, and the union supporting me as well, it definitely squashes that fear. But the demand that we are making is the $15 an hour, the right to form a union without any type of retaliation. And also, each individual store has their really own set things that they're looking for from their employee. But that's basically the common goal is the $15 an hour and the right to form a union without retaliation.
Well, we'll certainly be following this strike and covering it here at The Real News. Thank you so much for joining us, Crystal.
You're welcome.
And thank you for joining us on The Real News Network.